like to think of myself as a pillar in the jewelry community. As a jewelry enthusiast and not an expert by any means, I've seen enough Cuban links to determine what's good and what's bad. And again, in my opinion, a possible redemption of some sort from my purchase initially from the Cuban link Kingz. Now I'm gonna share my opinion and my thoughts of the updated piece, and I'm gonna let the audience decide if they in fact met up to the Cubano standards of what we like to see on this channel. Let's roll my music so we can check the update and possible redemption of the Cuban link Kingz.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Blessing morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. This is gonna be a short video, I promise you. I'm not gonna make it too long because I've already unboxed the piece. And full disclosure, these are just my thoughts and opinions. I personally would not be shopping there myself again, based on my experiences with the brand. Now, I may be picky as I've dealt with the majority of the huge manufacturers of Miami Cuban links in Miami. I think my reputation is pretty solid across the board, and I may know a thing or two seeing the variety of Cuban links that I've seen in the, well, in the hundreds at this point. So here's the thing. Maybe I'm just very particular on certain type of things. For example, the fact that I've had to wait weeks for an error in my order to be corrected, in my book, is not acceptable. If I did a customer service error, that would be priority for me to fix. But in this case, it wasn't. Now, I'm sure as a small business, you're bombarded with a bunch of orders. I totally understand that. But the priority number one should be correcting that issue. And to be quite honest with you, if the initial order that you sent me wasn't my order and it was completely wrong, then that means my order should have been completed, wrapped up, and shipped out. So I should have received the chain inside of the pretty bounty that most wholesalers use to pass on to other jewelers with my correct order in it. But instead I had to wait weeks of back and forth updates on why I'm waiting for something, because it was never made, because you're backlogged. That's not the type of business I want to continue giving my money to. But maybe that's just me being picky, right? And the mission of this channel has always been mass simple, bro. Find people who can execute the job, give you the best price, the best service, and find possible pieces that you can't find in your local mall, diamond district, jewelry district, or anything around there, because not everybody lives in major metropolitan cities. So I've already opened it, I've taken a look at the piece, and I'm gonna let you guys, my audience, the experts online, really make the final determination if you feel that they hit the nail on the head as far as the quality and look and aesthetic of this piece. So let's go, because you guys are the experts. So here's the piece fresh out of the mailbox. It is a 12mm 7.5 inch gold over silver Moissanite Miami Cuban link bracelet. So I'm just gonna start from the tail end because this is where the train wreck starts. Damn. Now this is a piece that apparently went through quality control. Now you guys are not jewelry experts just like me, but you can clearly see that there's some rough finishes on this particular piece that didn't seem very quality control. It looks like it was slightly bit on the end here, little rough. Then it starts getting smoother, minus that dent on the lower right hand corner. Then we got some scratches, buffs, and just a ton of gold plating on top, right? We can see here, look at the links. Okay, now we're looking smoother, nice, silky. Oh, another dent, smooth, sexy. Look at that. Okay, rough finish it. Oh, we're getting rough again. We're getting through, and then we're getting to that Moissanite sleek lock. You can just zoom in on the details here on that amazing setting. It's beautiful, handsome, super shiny, right? Yeah. Now, to a lot of people, this is gonna be absolutely perfect. Maybe I'm just a little bit too picky, because if I'm gonna spend a few $100s on a piece, I'm looking for a particular type of quality and style. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is okay. Right, we got that 14K stamp over there, so that's pretty good. Okay, so the lock here is much better than the last one as it actually seats accordingly. Yeah, and this is what the piece looks like. And again, some people are truly not gonna give a shit about anything that I'm saying here and be like, yo, that's a perfectly tolerable piece that I would 100% pull off. And that's great. There's an audience for everybody, right? We open this joint up. has a... Now realistically, that lock is for a chain, not for a bracelet, because it becomes difficult when you're putting that as a bracelet. So it was an afterthought that they put this lock on here, because this was potentially a Cuban link chain that they cut down last minute to put this lock on. Now that's me alleging, but I don't know many jewelers that would put that lock on a bracelet. This particular lock style on Sleek, I don't like for the wrist. Why? Because it becomes a pain in the ass to actually put this on accordingly. Now I'm just rubbing my finger here, and there's, you guys can hear it. It's like literally scratching my finger, but again, that doesn't bother most people. Now there's definitely a gold plated piece, so much so that there's so much gold plating that it barely seats on the bottom without a little bit of pressure, but after time of taking off and putting on, it will seat accordingly. Satisfactory style click. It's not seated completely flush, as you can see that there is a, a little bit of a lip action here, but nobody's perfect. This is a casted piece. And the plating on this joint feels very different from some of the other plated pieces that I've got. It almost screams like the overseas style plating. It could be a nickel style plating with the gold on top. I'm not 100% sure. We can look between the links here to get the kind of detail that you guys like to see on the channel. Fairly decent. And also let me showcase why this is kind of a pain in the butt to put this particular link on the wrist. So you got to do it this style with the tongue up so you can maneuver it down accordingly, push it in, and then push it down, and have that over. There's really no other way to do it unless somebody helps you. This is what it looks like on wrist. And from a distance, people are gonna absolutely love it. They're gonna have that look that they were wanting. It has a great shine factor, but I'm someone who likes details. And if there's quality control issues throughout, based on my experience, a lack of urgency correcting a previous order that was a mistake, that leaves a sour taste in my mouth. But somebody's definitely gonna like this piece, and whoever wants this piece, it's up for grabs for sale, because it's definitely not up to my standards. I expect a certain level of quality, and this is just not up to my particular standards. So let me know what your thoughts on this particular piece are, and if you're interested in this joint, please feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me on IG or my business email, and we can make that happen. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Listen, I'm trying here. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.